Hello everyone. Today is June 18th, 2020, and now I will explain something about thyroid treatment. If you have watched my previous videos for diabetes mellitus management and diabetes mellitus, diabetes insipidus, in the previous videos you can watch it. I will leave the video cards in the above. So now thyroid treatment. Firstly, we will discuss the thienamides group. So in this, propylthiouracil and methimazole are the two drugs used for thyroid treatment. What is the mechanism of action? It blocks the thyroid peroxidase, means it inhibits in the oxidation of iodide as well as organification and coupling of iodine. That ultimately leads to inhibition of thyroid hormone synthesis. So propylthiouracil also blocks 5'-D iodinase, ultimately leads to decreased peripheral conversion of T4 to T3. So what is the use? Hyperthyroidism. It is used in hyperthyroidism. So I will briefly repeat the thienamides once again. So first one is propylthiouracil and methimazole. Mechanism of action is block thyroid peroxidase by inhibiting the oxidation of iodide as well as organification and coupling of iodine. That ultimately leads to inhibition of thyroid hormone synthesis. And propylthiouracil also blocks 5'-D iodinase. That ultimately decreases the peripheral conversion of T4 to T3. So what is the use? It is used in hyperthyroidism. So what is the adverse effects? Skin rash, agranulocytosis, it is rare, and aplastic anemia and hepatotoxicity. So what adverse effect of methimazole is? It is a possible teratogen and it can cause aplasia cutis. So next we use commonly levothyroxine T4 and levothyroxine T3. So what is the mechanism of action? It is for thyroid hormone replacement, and it is clinical use is hypothyroidism and myxedema. So what are the adverse effects? Tachycardia, tremors, heat intolerance and arrhythmias. These are the adverse effects. I repeat, mechanism of action is thyroid hormone replacement and use is hypothyroidism and myxedema. Adverse effects are tachycardia, tremors, heat intolerance and arrhythmias. So next one is hypothalamic or pituitary drugs. First one is ADH antagonist. In this, conivaptan and tolvaptan are the drugs, and its clinical use is SIADH, means syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone. It blocks the action of ADH at V2 receptors. And next one is desmopressin, means its clinical use is central diabetes insipidus, von Willebrand disease, sleep enuresis and hemophilia A. And next is growth hormone. Its clinical use is GH deficiency and Turner syndrome. Next is oxytocin. Its clinical use is labor induction and control. It controls the uterine hemorrhage. And next one is somatostatin, means octreotide is a drug. Its clinical use is acromegaly, carcinoid syndrome, carcinoma, gastrinoma, glucagonoma and esophageal varices. So I repeat, ADH antagonist conivaptan, tolvaptan, clinical use is SIADH. It blocks action of ADH at V2 receptor. Desmopressin, central diabetes insipidus and von Willebrand disease, sleep enuresis, hemophilia A. Growth hormone is GH deficiency, Turner syndrome. And oxytocin is labor induction, means it controls uterine hemorrhage. So somatostatin, octreotide is a drug, and acromegaly is clinical use, carcinoid syndrome and gastrinoma, glucagonoma and esophageal varices. So this video is meant for only for education purposes as well as for medical students. So please like this video, share this video, and subscribe for my channel. And in the next topic I will discuss something about ADH antagonists, drugs, and something about treatment regarding other types of system drugs. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe for good luck, and thank you. Bye.